Alright, welcome to another video here. I'm going to be looking at Agurin on EU West playing Kha'Zix, and I'm going to be explaining the thought process behind his gameplay and why he has been rank 1 many times in the past on EU West. So, first thing, when you go into your games, you want to be thinking about your path. Here, Agurin, I think he will decide to go towards the bottom side of the map, because you look at Jinx Lulu on the enemy team, they're very immobile. They can't really escape from ganks, so it's pretty easy for a Kha'Zix to get in there, get a few kills and start a snowball. So sometimes he starts with his blue buff and he just full clears over and over if he doesn't think there's anywhere easy to gank, because the clear's a bit faster from that side. But here we can see he's starting with the red buff this game. So while you're clearing your buff and you're kiting it out, you need to be checking for something. So do you see how Jinx and Lulu just showed up there on the map and enemy top lane still missing? This is telling us that Selfmade here on Viego is starting on his blue buff, most likely. And we need to know this because it's going to tell us we're going to run into him here on Scuttle Crab. And if we want to go for a gank, it's going to be a 3v3, not a 3v2, right? Or we can look for a counter gank potentially. Well, here he is anyway with clearing his Krogs. First blood bot lane, that's very nice for us. Very happy when we have a winning bot lane. Trading back and forth. And here you can see he's just cutting out his camps, clearing as usual on Kha'Zix. So you see how he's walking from Krogs to Raptors now? This is the time you need to be taking to be looking at your camps and thinking, is this gankable right here? If it's not, you'll be hitting your level 3 here. If you think it's a high percentage chance of a kill, a gank here, then you would look for it. But here, Agurin, he decides this is not gonna be a kill if I show up, and he just keeps clearing. So, walking between camps, need to be looking at our lanes. Is there a gank here? Realistically, no. And Viego on Selfmade is gonna be around as well. Big wave here. We only have Kog'Maw. It's not guaranteed really. Drops a ward here. I guess he's just wants to be careful from an invade from Viego. They have heavy priority bot lane. Lulu can move with him and invade him here because they're also tracking Kha'Zix and they know he's here. And he didn't go for the Skull Crab. He's not gonna go for it because there's no priority in his bottom lane, there's no priority in his middle lane. If he goes for a 1v1 here, his Lulu should move and it's going to be a 1v2 and it's just not going to be good. Here we're seeing Selfmade on Viego walking up to the top crab. We know that's gone. We look at these players, they're really far up and he's probably just going to jump over the wall here and look for a gank. Yep, there it is exactly. And we probably know they have no summoners. Yep, everything was used. So flashes straight in over these chompers, just goes for the easy target, gets the guaranteed kill. I'm assuming here, yeah, picks it up. So you see, when you're playing Kha'Zix, you need Agurin basically just permanently full clears in his games, and he's always on the lookout for opportunities like this. Our immobile laners are overextended. If they are, we gotta go pick up a kill. We gotta go start a snowball. We need to get the game rolling. So anyway, back to base. We got a kill. There's no camps here. Obviously, we're gonna go back to our top side, right? You need to be clearing your camps efficiently. And he's gone with the Lucidity Boots by. Seeing a Viego ability here, he's walking around. They want to cut him off. If he walks into Viego, he's just going to run away anyway, right? So, unfortunate we lost the camp there. Viego punished us for our gank bottom lane. Walking in here, Anivia shows up. Well, we saw Anivia, this is why he was walking in the first place. Flashes over, tries to look for the kill. Doesn't over chase, Set is missing. And here's fighting Viego. Notice how he's playing this out. He's not over chasing, he's not committing too hard. He's waiting out the Q cooldown. And here, we just want to get the hell out. Its numbers at disadvantage and we're really low. And we really want to get back to farming, which he's gonna do right here. I'm assuming, yep. So while you're farming, you need to be looking, are there any ganks available, as always. So clearing this out, standard stuff. Onto Wolves. He just clears in a straight line from where he started to where he finishes, over and over. And he just looks at his lanes for ganks. So I'm not tracking Viego in this game, but you know, you can know what camps he has up when you're counting CS and you're actually looking at the map as a whole. But here we're just focusing on Agurin and seeing what he goes for and what he doesn't go for. So no ganks available here really. Viego's just going to be matching us really because he also started topside. Walking in for the Skull Crab here, we have priority in our lane. I think we just saw a Nivea recall, so we're okay to do this. Maybe he's expecting a gank here from Viego. He's just hovering around because they're pushing in the wave. He wants his team to move with him. Smite, you know, this is new patch. Smite first, break the shield, and just kill the crab. And I think he's just gonna, yeah, there he is recalling. He's just gonna recall here. We don't want to be taking dragons when everyone's alive. You know, you only want to take these when we got a double kill bot lane, for example. And also, you know, we're open to losing our whole top side if we're doing this here, and Viego's aware. So again, recall straight back to our top side. This is a very slow, controlled game. Just gonna speed it up here. It's just in a straight line, clearing his camps, and he's just gonna be keeping a lookout for Set. Well, he's probably recalled out here. He shows up. Do we think this is a high percentage chance gank? If we do, you know, we'd move for this. But I don't think he will move for this unless they start fighting. Start running straight in. Farming our red. Yeah, just some lane trading. I don't think he wants to move to there. Maybe he's afraid of Viego being there as well, because they both start at the same side of the map. Again, he doesn't want a 2v2 because it doesn't really look like there's a huge advantage here. So Jace just died. He's looking for an invade here, and I think it's because, yeah, we know the Viego's on the bottom side of the map. So while he's doing this play, you know, we don't want to just be AFK farming our own camps. We need to find these counter jungling opportunities. You know, he started blue buff, we started red buff. It's gonna spawn at the same time, right? And if this guy's boss side, when it's spawning, you know, his camps are gonna be up. We need to show up and take them. He's probably gonna go look for the wolves as well after this gromp. You know, there's just no world where we just run down here. It is just too inefficient. It's not very likely that we can make an impact. So at least while Viego's, you know, trying to get his lanes ahead, you know, if there's no play for us, it's, you know, just go farm. We just saw Set jump over the wall here. Kha'Zix level 6, isolation damage. He's trying to 1v1. I don't think he can though because Set's recalled. I think he's a level up on him as well. And the Nivea's moving here as well. You know, we really need to get out here and stay safe. So I assume he's just gonna go straight back to his Raptors and full clear Wolves, blue Gromp, because everything should be up since the Viego died in his bot lane play. And again, you know, as we're clearing our camps, looking at our lanes, is there any gank available? Is there potentially a dive available even here? Which, yeah, oh, okay, he's looking for it maybe. Or he's looking for the Herald here with this heavy lane priority he has. Yeah, priority, looking for Herald here. Fight going on down on the bottom lane. Doesn't join it, just decides to look for Herald once plates. Just gonna skip through who's clearing this here. I think no dive here. Just recall straight back to our bot side. You know, we have one camp here, we can run all the way around, then recall, then go back. You know, if we have a good buy, just recall and go to where more camps are. So looking at our lanes as well while we're moving. You don't want to, you know, when you're playing the game, you don't want to be looking at your champion while you're moving. You need to be looking at your lanes. Seeing a fight here, he might just move straight here. It looks like he's moving. No, he's just gonna go farm. Viego's here, yeah. So we don't want to be fighting the 3v3. Might try to look for a 1v1 here though while the enemy's in lane. Viego trying to fight a Kha'Zix 1v1, a little bit funky. We just, you know, you just kill him. Kha'Zix 1v1, you want to be looking for them. You know, this champion thrives in 1 versus 1. Anivia flash over, you know, we want the snowball, we want gold. You know, don't greed your summoners in all of his games. Herald summon, he's gonna let that crash into the tower there as Orianna pushes in, and you see we just got 2 kills. This is when you want to be taking dragon. It's not when, you know, it's level 4 and you drop your whole top side to run down here, and you know it just doesn't give you any value, these dragons. You know, you'll see that this is a common theme in games that I've reviewed on my channel in other videos. Anyway, back to farming. You know, is there a play bottom lane? Can't see one. Is there a play mid lane? Can't see one. You know, you just go farm, right? It's happening top here. Jace getting run down by 2 players. Viego's top side. You know, maybe he has his raptors up. If Agurin's tracking this, you know, he'd probably opt to go take these raptors, or he'd look for a dive bottom side here. You know, do we know if Lulu or is up or down? You know, maybe he's looking for a dive here. Fighting, clearing our crab. I think he's probably gonna look for a dive here while the Lulu's solo. Nope, he decides not to go to the bottom lane. Maybe he wants his top camps. Okay, he probably didn't see it, and now he sees it now, and he's moving now. Yeah, and we know Viego's on the top side of the map, so there's no real risk to us here. He's gonna clear the ward here while we wait for the wave to come in. Now, should the dive continue here, do you think? There's no wave, you know, our laners are low, you know, we can't get isolation, they're grouped together. You know, it's not the best idea to continue unless Orianna's here with an ulti to back us up, right? So not overplaying the play. Orianna, nice ulti miss. But did you see that huge 1v1 damage on Viego? You know, this is where Kha'Zix thrives, and this is what you want to be looking for. You know, you farm, you get your items, you take kills wherever you can find them. You know, overextended laner, low laner, you know, you get a few kills, you get strong, and you just run over the game. You know, you go look for the invades, you look for the 1v1 when you know you've got a lead, and he's starting to build one up here from the looks of it. Yeah, he's got a 600 gold advantage there. Anyway, back to our top side. All of our camps are here. You know, we're not just gonna run down bottom lane. You know, there's nothing to farm. And looking at our lanes again, this guy's half HP. He might opt to go for a gank here. He's really far up. And Nivea shows, so we're probably just going to go show up and hover if they dive. Okay, Jace is dead. I expect him to just catch the wave though, because you don't want to be leaking plates to the enemy, and you definitely don't want to be leaking a wave. Because you know, this is worth like 1.5 camps nearly. So 20 gold, 42 gold. 63 there, and then yeah, like this is more gold than a full camp and XP. So you know, you need to be catching these waves. So back to farming again, of course, unless we see a fight that we think we can go to, and you know, it looks like the play's over. He's just gonna keep farming here. Farming. That's the name of the game, you know. When you're playing jungle, when you're playing Kha'Zix, your ganks aren't the most amazing. You know, the enemy has to be quite low or out of position for something to be high percentage chance. So he's just AFK clearing on repeat, as you can see, pretty much. And he just moves when he needs to. You know, he's maximizing his gold income, because when you have more gold than the enemy jungler, you're gonna have more items, more stats, and you know, you're gonna win the fights. He sees all of this fighting happening down here. He's moving, sitting in the bush. Maybe he's waiting for someone to show up. He sees Jinx here. Okay, this is you know, I don't think this is a very good idea by Kha'Zix here, because you know, we have 2 players here and a Jinx here. Even if we kill her, you know, we're gonna die most likely and give up our 300 gold bounty, unless you know, we pick her off and run away. Flashes in, ult. And he's running into the enemy team. I don't know why this isn't away. He's gonna feed his 300 gold bounty, and you know, this is a pretty bad mistake. You see, he just gave 600 gold to Nivea. You know, this is how you can throw games, especially you know, in mid game. But anyway, he dies. I picked up a kill, but he died for it. I don't think it was very worth. And he's just gonna go back to where his camps are, back to the top side, I assume. Yeah. Wave coming in, no one's around to catch it, just get the wave yourself. This is basically 2 camps right here, cannon wave. You know, you need to be maximizing your gold income as the jungler. You know, he's always looking for these kills. If he sees a kill, he flashes for it. He secures it straight away. Clearing all the babies. you know, there's no point clearing the Krugs if you don't clear the babies, because they give you the most gold from the Krugs. No Raptors. Jinx looks alone here, kind of looking, sweeping. Oriana's around. Maybe we can jump in, have an Oriana ball on us and an ult, and you know, it'll be 2 kills, but yeah, didn't happen. She doesn't have her ulti up. I'd say that's probably why he looked for there. But you know, back to farming. Is there a play? There's absolutely no play, just go farm. Maybe there's a play opening up here. Nope, Jace just gets solo killed. And our top laner is absolutely running it down, 0-6. You know, and this is where low elo players are like, I can't win any games. My teams are so bad, they're always feeding. You know, I can't climb, it's all my teammates. But, you know, you gotta look at your other players as well. You know, so even if someone's 0-10, you can win games. You know, the difference is in you. So farming, farming, farming. No play available. It's just a very slow-paced game here. His games usually are like this because he doesn't look for, he doesn't force anything. You know, he plays a safe, stable game. Maximizes gold income with his farming. Takes dragons when he has priority in his lanes. You know, we see 2 people mid. We see someone top. You know, this is free. No camps up. You know, this just makes sense. There's a play happening top side. You know, we're not going to run all the way from bot to top. You know, mid lane, our bot lane's just going to catch, and you know, if there's nothing to farm, we can apply some pressure on the map while all of this is going on. We can deny these minions to the enemy team by crashing it in. Maybe we can look for some tower damage if no one's around, and you know, maybe we can find some Krugs. But we have vision on Krugs. They're not up. You know, we have nothing to farm. There's nothing to do here. You know, back to base, buy items, and you know, straight back to top lane. Once again, you know, very, very telegraphed, linear, clear, in all of like these games basically. Farming. Is there a play anywhere? You know, as usual, caught the wave, and he's gonna look for the skull crab that's spawning here. I would think this isn't a very good idea because we only see 1 player on the map, Jinx. We don't know where 4 of them are. They can all be here, and look where our teammates are. Nami's not around to back up. Cog, you know, everyone's, you know, on our side of the map in lane. I mean, we can one-shot this and try to walk away, and yeah, of course, here's that he shows up, and we're forced to flash. You know, if we died for that grab, very risky play here, jumping in on the Namior. He's really pushing limits. But 2 kills we found there, surprisingly. And you know, this is one of the big differences between Challenger and lower elos. You just got some kills, enemy jungle's dead. You're probably going back to farm this. Challenger is going into the enemy jungle to farm their camps and look for dives, or you know, pressure on towers, or you know, they're trying to do something that's not AFK farming. So I think you can see he's looking here for a pick. Maybe he'll ult. He'll ult and jump in on someone. He doesn't have his ult. He just used it actually. He's just looking for these kills. You know, we have the numbers advantage. 2 people are dead. What is a Lulu gonna do to a Kha'Zix? You know, 1v1. Or like, what's anyone gonna do to a Kha'Zix 1v1? This champion really thrives in 1v1, so you want to be finding them. So anyway, back to taking the camp. Always gets isolation damage, and Jace is getting cut out. We just join. Just watch. He's just gonna one-shot this guy absolutely. Big damage, and we need to be thinking now, is this a good fight? Should we continue? Anivia's bottom side of the map, Oriana's dead, but everyone else is here, so it's a 4v3 for us, right? Focusing the easy target, 1 shot, and huge play there. And I assume this is just going to convert into Baron. You know, when you've killed 2-3 people mid-game, timers are 20-30 seconds, you need to be looking for objectives after your kills. You know, if you got all these kills in the bottom side of the map, you know, I don't think you have time to run to Baron. You just go take the tower, right? You need to do something with that time you have. Take all the enemy camps if anything's up. You know, you got to be doing something. So here's a dragon take, a Baron take, and he's just gonna go back to farming here. He has 2,000 gold. Maybe he's looking for a specific buy. You know, why not just recall with his teammates? But we'll see here. think we might have seen someone walk into the jungle here. He's looking to defend it. His teammates are coming back on the map. He has ulti to play a little defensive. Just looking around if anyone's around here. And he's just gonna hand this over to Orianna, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Viego walks straight into us. And this guy's just gonna die. Orianna has this kill. Let's go kill the Lulu, right? Ult in, movement speed, huge damage, absolutely one shot. And that's a really big mistake from the enemy team to walk in like this. It really doesn't make any sense for them to ever go like this when they're behind. So you see, you've got to be abusing these mistakes. They're not as obvious as that always. You know, enemy walks into you 1v1, another huge pick. Oh my god. And you know, enemy walk you know you gotta abuse these mistakes. And you know, they're not as obvious as this usually. So you know you've got to identify these opportunities. Anyway, we have 2 people dead, 3 people dead. We just killed. We need to be looking for objectives again. Remember I said, when you get kills in the mid game, you need to go find some objectives. You don't return to your jungle. You don't AFK farm. You got kills. People are dead. You can play to win the game. You win fights. You take towers. And a little bit overeager there. I guess he didn't know the set flash was up. It looks like the game's over already. Wow. Enemy team made a few mistakes. Kha'Zix capitalized. Kept making the 1v1 picks, and enemy teams are just falling apart. It's just that easy. This is how best Kha'Zix in the world potentially plays his Kha'Zix. A few mistakes in this game. Those would be the reason why he's not rank 1 anymore. But as you can see, it's a very slow, controlled game he plays. Farm, farm, farm. Look for free ganks. Pick up kills. Look for all the gold you can. And look for the 1v1s and carry the game, pretty much. Even though our top laner was 0-6, we had a bot lane to play with. So you don't want to fight with the Jace, you want to fight with the bot lane. Anyway, that's it for this video. It was quite a short one. And I've started a Patreon, by the way, so if you'd like to support my content, you can check the link in the description below. I also offer coaching, and there's, you can contact my Discord, and I can give you some details about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.